Hello and welcome to Lacey Broadcast News for January 25th, 2019. My name is Jake Sullivan.
And I'm Marcus Guzman. LBN is our flagship program here at WLTS, and today we'll be taking a look at what's going on in and around Lacey Township High School and the surrounding community.
Later on in the show, we'll check in on some winter sports teams, find out about the top 5 things students would like to see come to Lacey, and talk to some Lacey alumni who came back as teachers.
But first, let's see that Lion Pride.
In this opening segment called Helping the Lion, we will be boosting school spirit energy.
Lacey Township High School is a wonderful establishment to be at, but like most places, it has their ups and downs. The school provides a lot of things for students, like a great education, sports, art, school store, and other wonderful employment.
To help this great school, we decided to ask our fellow colleagues and superiors on how they feel about the school in this segment called Helping the Lion.
What do you think of the overall climate of the school? I'm not talking about air conditioning.
I think it's great. I think there is school spirit. The kids love the battles and all the stuff that we do. So I think it's good.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, name?
Mr. Leonard.
All right, what do you think about the school spirit here?
I think school spirit's important. Everyone's got to be involved, and everyone's got to get spirit. S-P-I-R-I-T. Spirit.
Feel about the school's climate?
The climate, as far as like school spirit
And yeah,
and everything. Well, obviously it's my first year working here. I see a lot of school spirit going on. A lot of supporters with the sports programs. Students are number one. They're good. Have really no problems with any of the students.
All right, thank you.
All great things still have their problems, and that's okay. It goes to show how human the school can be. We can still appreciate the school with all its cracks and bumps. As their slogan puts in, be strong like a lion, be passive like a flower.
What do you think about Lion Pride?
Speaking of school spirit, Colin Dorsey and Dylan Straub caught up with some alumni who had so much Lacey pride. They came back to work here.
Let's take a look on why Mr. D'Amico and Mr. Smith came back to Lacey High School.
As we enter 2019, many alumni teachers have decided to come back to this town of Lacey. In this video, we'll be bringing you back in time to see what life was like for some of our favorite Lacey alumni. For example, Christopher D'Amico, state football champions of 2006, graduated in 2007, and Warren Smith graduated in 2008. We're going to be going through a bunch of our alumni, and we're going to be showing you what life was like back then with them, what has changed throughout Lacey, and why they came back. And I think this is really important for us students to know of the history of Lacey and, you know, like who came through these doors and what people have made of themselves after coming to Lacey Township High School. So I'm Colin, and we're here with a former Lacey alumni, Christopher D'Amico. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
So I just wanted to ask you a few questions about being a former Lacey alumni, or a Lacey alumni now. So how is Lacey different back then than it is now? How is Lacey so different from how it was when you were here?
The biggest difference would definitely be the block scheduling. For me, we had 11 periods throughout the day, which were like split lunches, but you saw your teacher every day of the week for 45 minutes. So that's one of the biggest differences, and it would definitely be the technology aspect of the world. Growing up, people had MySpaces, which was like the cool thing to have, but when it came down to it, I didn't get a cell phone until I had a job, and every text message cost 10 cents, so you never texted, you always called home. And the other big thing was Facebook really wasn't a big thing until I went to college as a freshman, so that was like 2007, 2008. So just the growth of like social media is so different in the world of like high school now. Like everyone loves social media and knows what's going on, but for my generation of people, we're still trying to figure it out.
What really made you want to come back to Lacey? Like, was there an opportunity? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, there was an opportunity. So when I graduated in 2012 from Kane, at the time, Mr. Wedding was still a phys ed teacher here, and Mr. Brewer was one of the admin here as well. And just talking to them, Mr. Wedding kept telling me, like, if you're looking for the job, make sure you start doing your time now, because he was ready to start retiring. So by then, I just moved home to save some money because of student tuition and stuff. And at the time, this opened up. I started subbing for 2 years, and I was fortunate enough to get an interview here. So
that's cool, and that brings me to your next question. Like, why Lacey? Like, it's probably more comfortable for you. It's like, it's a good place to be. It's a comfortable environment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is home. I grew up in this district. I went to Lenoka Harbor as a little guy. But yeah, definitely a comfort thing, and knowing the environment and the school climate, like what happens here and the school community. And like the big thing for me was like, what can I make the difference of? Like, how can I change these young kids' lives? Things like that, because I had such influences growing up here. As teachers were my influence, so I'm trying to do the same thing now. Like, how can I change this generation, make them better?
Thank you. And then the last question would be, what was your favorite memory at Lacey High School?
Favorite memory here at the high school would definitely be, well, everyone's gonna know it's gonna be some football related, but definitely my senior year, which was 2006, 2007, right here at the football field, we won states. So the town shut down was a big thing that year. It was an awesome experience to be a part of, but
that's awesome.
All in all, my senior year was great.
Thank you.
All right, I'm Dylan. I'm here with Mr. Smith.
How you doing?
Good, good. Did you graduate with any other alumni teachers?
Yeah, I didn't graduate. I graduated with Miss Fontanelli, and I went to school with Coach D'Amico and Mrs. Devlin. There's a couple others, I forget who. Miss Campanile was also one of my classmates, but she moved on. So there's a couple classmates that that teach now with us.
All right, what was your favorite memory while you were here?
Favorite memory, I'd have to say, was my whole athletic career here was what I remember the most, and winning a state title in 2006 with Coach D'Amico.
That's cool, that's cool. So, did Lacey change for you, like, throughout the years?
I think Lacey's changed, but I think also every school's changed. Just the generations have changed. The use of technology and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. I mean, just a little bit of technology, I think I'd say, and a different type of kid now.
Why did you decide to come back?
Well, I always wanted to get into teaching and coaching, and I thought, why not come back and coach the school that you went to, and try to make it a better spot, a better place to be. So, yeah, I decided to come back. It was at home. I felt comfortable here, and I wanted to make this place a better school in the athletic department and in the classroom.
That's great. That's great. And are you glad that you made this decision?
Yeah, I'm glad to be back here. But I'm glad to be back here. Like I said, I like giving back to the community, especially where I came from.
Wow, it's interesting to see all of the good memories from our alumni.
Mr. D'Amico and Mr. Smith are pretty great athletes in the day.
Yeah, but were they great winter athletes?
It is said to be the toughest season of them all. Let's find out more about the winter sports.
Okay, so our competition season is going really well. We started back in October with choreography, and we've gone to 2 competitions so far. We've put out great routines. We were able to place second at both competitions ahead of some really tough competition, and we're really excited to see where we go from here. So the difference from winter athletes is they have to be more dedicated. Most of the time winter athletes are getting here really early. I know swimming does before school, and they're leaving here 5 o'clock when it's already dark out. So you have to be really dedicated to the sport to get here in the dark and leave in the dark, and I think that's what separates winter athletes from fall and spring.
We're off to a 4-1 start right now. We're out of contention to win B South, but we have a lot of solid performances. We just finished 7th overall in Ocean County. There's a lot of improvement, so a lot of reason to be very motivated and excited about our future. Our swimmers are in the pool every day at 5 in the morning. We practice until just after 6 a.m., and that means that they have to wake up before 4 o'clock. The bus leaves every day at 4:30 in the morning. And to do what they've done and show that level of commitment, no other team in the county practices the way we do, and the effort and the results are speaking for themselves.
All right, so for winter cheerleading, we started our season back in November. We had a great time performing at Battle of the Classes, and we're having a lot of fun cheering on the boys and girls basketball teams.
So far this season, our team is doing exceptionally well. I mean, we got our first victory in program history, which is a huge accomplishment to the seniors now and the seniors of the past program. Our JV record, we've actually won 2 games, which is also a record for the program. Having those 2 wins, they still have another 2 games left, which are winnable games for us. The progression of each athlete has been beyond what I've been even thought of would actually happen. All in all, I can't ask for any more than what they've been giving me.
The wrestling season going very well so far. The team is 11-1 to this point. The boys are wrestling hard, they're training hard, fully buying into the philosophy that we're trying to instill in them, and looking forward to the rest of the season.
Well, for the track team, in the winter season, we are the only school that practices outside. So right off the bat, the boys and girls winter track teams, we like to think we're a little bit tougher because we have to deal with the elements, and even the other athletes as well. It's hard to get up day in, day out when they're leaving in the dark, getting into school in the dark. It takes another type of person with a really strong mentality.
Thanks to our winter coaches for the dedication and persistency through the long season.
Ever been to a neat place in Lacey or want to see new things?
Well, Jake, that's a good question.
About what students?
How about we find out about what students and staff at Lacey High School would like to see come to their town?
Oh my God.
Have you ever wanted something to come to Lacey so badly? Maybe it's a fun place to go with friends or family, or maybe it's just a quick bite to eat. Well, today we're going to be counting down the top 5 most wanted things in Lacey Township. We sent out to the halls to go survey people on what they wanted to come to their town. Here are the results.
Nice movie theater.
Right? Number 5, bowling alley. A bowling alley would be a great addition to Lacey Township. It would offer a new thing for a lot of people, and many people like bowling as it is. It would be a cool place to come and hang out after school, or maybe just go out on the weekend. Bowling alley would be really fun for a lot of people, and that's why it's on the list. Number 4, Five Guys. Five Guys is an amazing food place. It has delicious burgers, great fries, and awesome milkshakes. I love Five Guys, and I honestly think we should have one here in Lacey soon. It's a great place to go and just get a quick bite to eat. Number 3, a mall. A mall would be an amazing place to add to Lacey. It would be hard to build since the town is so small, but it would bring a lot of money into Lacey. There would be a lot of places to go and awesome places to eat. Who doesn't want an Auntie Anne's in town? Number 2, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is a great place to grab some good food. It's got great chicken, great fries, and awesome milkshakes. The staff is amazingly friendly, and it's just an awesome place. It would definitely be one of my favorites if I came to Lacey. Number 1, a movie theater. A movie theater would be a great place for Lacey. I know I've wanted one for a while. Not for just kids, but for many ages. Everyone likes to go and catch a movie every now and then. It'd be a great thing to do on the weekend or just with friends, and it'd be a really cool activity for Lacey. Thank you very much to everybody that took part in our survey. And you never know, maybe one of these places may come to Lacey someday. Thank you.
What are your opinions on what you want to see in Lacey? With that, we've come to the close of another edition of Lacey Broadcast News.
Thank you for joining us. For Jake Sullivan, I'm Marcus Guzman. Have a great day.